J'ai juste validé le vote de la... Tout cela. Et il y en a 5, tu vois, c'est des... Hop, on commence la vie de pirate de Jack Sparrow.
Can you feel?
J'en ai plus. Je viens jouer une fois vendredi, sinon j'avais pas joué moins dans 2-3 semaines là. Là, il y a d'autres Oh yeah.
Dead men tell no tales. Shiver me timbers. Trinkets and coins. Trinkets and coins.
C'est mort. C'est dans le monde de mort. C'est à gauche aussi, comme dans le film. Il y a Sauron les gars.
Ye come seek an adventure in salty old pirates, eh? Sure you've come to the proper place. But keep a weather eye open, mates, and hold on tight, with both hands if you please. There be squalls ahead, and Davy Jones waiting for them what don't obey.
Ah mais en haut aussi. Il n'y a pas de boulet. Ah non non. Ah, et là ils vont se péguer. Ah bah c'est pas grave. Non, ça faisait rien tout à l'heure. J'avais refait à la voile et tout pour voir ce que ça fait, mais ça continue la même allure. Ah, on est en mode TPP d'un coup. plus rapide. Ah, on voit pas du tout la carte. Hop, là. Non, c'est tout là. Celui-là, je peux dire. Si me fait penser, ouais. Les armes là-bas, j'en ai avec ça ou pas. Tu vas rejoindre Jack? Que là-bas pour l'instant. J'ai voulu éviter les bugs, là, qui m'ont mis...
Burn bright, accursed light, upon tales of old and ill deeds, long past.
On va dire que... une flamme spéciale. Oh, je suis juste rentré dans une caverne. Et même pas, non, c'était vraiment que je suis rentré dans la caverne. Ah oui, c'est un feu. Ouais, ouais, j'ai vu. Il faut que je prenne ce feu là. Ah, c'est moi là qui ai ouvert une porte là. Ouais. Il y avait un feu là, j'avais pas vu là. Il fallait allumer les lampades pour rentrer avec ça.
Dead men tell no
Les morts ne parlent pas.
Les morts ne parlent pas.
Non, le chapeau. Non, on peut pas. Ouais, ça fait vraiment attraction. J'ai tout bougé les bras. Ah oui.
dead men tell no tale.
If he be brave enough to proceed, the curse of Dead Man's Grotto awaits you.
Ouais. Ah, c'est bon, moi je l'ai aussi du coup. Ah, c'est faut le mettre là-haut. Il y a un interrupteur, il faut...
No fear have ye of evil curses, says you. Properly warned ye be, says I. Who knows when that evil curse will strike the greedy beholders of this bewitched treasure? Dead men tell no tale. Set closer together and keep your ruddy hands muted. That is the best way to repel porters. And mark well the words, ladies. Dead men tell no tale. Dead men tell no tale.
The truth lies before in this place. Dead men will always have tales to tell.
Il y a un trésor, enfin il y a un fond, c'est quoi ce délire? C'est vraiment Disney, hein, c'est des grosses pièces en plastique. Je ne peux pas se faire la réponse, là, parce que... C'est combien? Ah, là on peut choisir une arme. Ah oui, il faut que je coupe là. Ah merde, t'es en dessous.
Perhaps he knows too much. You've seen the cursed treasure. You know where it be hidden. Now proceed at your own risk. These be the last friendly words you hear. You may not survive to pass this way again.
Dead men tell no tale.
Ah ouais, il va se remettre automatiquement de l'autre côté, donc là faut que tu lâches et tu montes dessus. Ah. Non, non, c'est bon, j'ai regardé, j'ai rien. Et faut que tu lâches et après tu fonces dessus. Et hop, voilà. Comment ça comme dans des goulines? J'ai pu encore descendre, mais je suis pas sûr. Non. Il y a 3 voiles, c'est pas le nôtre. Oui, non, c'est un 2 voiles. Oh, qu'est-ce que tu me dis, attends.
It's been so long since I saw me boat. What I would give for a change of scene. It's a foul wind tonight. How did that ahoy down there? Ye paid the warnings no heed, and set foot in sailor's grave while ye still draw breath, at the risk of marooning yourself here for all eternity. Now that be what I call true pirate courage. Not like the scurvy sea devils who stole me plunder and jailed me up here. Me own crew, a bunch of treacherous curs. Ah, but this be no way to hold a conversation. Climb up here and lower me cage. I'll make it worth your while. Well, it's a start, sure enough. But ye've barely begun. I'm strung up by this old shit beside me. Hold your course. See if you can't make it over to it from where you are now. I'll wait. Are you still there? Did you drown? Blast it off! can't see a thing from up here. You best not be pulling me leg, for I've not seen it in years. Almost entirely certain. Maybe. There ye be. I thought ye might be lost, or gotten yourself trapped for all eternity. I think it's another trapped soul that brought ye. Well, you're out of luck. The ferry no longer docks at any part in this blighted blister of a town. Now that's not a gap ye'll cross, less'n ye grow some wings. But ye must give up. Ye see, I happens to know of a way to call the ferryman back to these shores.
Ah oui, vas-y.
That's the way. Or it can taste me sweet, sweet freedom. Well, ye took your sweet time, but here we are. Now, ye just need to lower me cage very, very gently. You understand?
Ah bah on peut continuer là.
Huh? What was that sound? Oh, me head is killing me.
Ah merde, en fait, je vais devoir recommencer.
That key's not gonna use
Ah, il y a une clé
itself.
pour déverrouiller, c'est peut-être lui qu'il faut ouvrir. Il y a de la cage, ouais.
That's the way. I've been fearful that the lock might have rusted after all this time. Being that I'm unable to provide my own means of locomotion, you'll have to carry me, and make sure your hands are clean. I don't want fingerprints all over me skull. Sweet freedom! Ah, it feels good to see in more than one direction. All these years I've spent wondering what happened to me town and me treasure.
Ouais, mais c'était loin dans les terres.
We've a long journey ahead, and I've yet to find me sea legs. So you gets about the walking, and I'll take care of the talking. Let's start by heading for the old lighthouse. Or perhaps you'd rather me take ye on the grand tour of me fallen kingdom. Who knows? There may still be plunder to find. I may not be the pirate I once was, but I can still put the fear into them what knows me. I know you can hear me, ye cowardly curs. Drop what you're doing and get this bridge in order. We've a ferry to catch.
Non, c'est pas comme
I suppose I should tell you the story. But when we sailed into the Sea of the Damned, it were a happy accident, for we were fleeing our enemies with a whole pack full of their plunder. By and by, me crew starts to grumble about returning to the living world. But I'd have soonest stayed with me loot for all eternity, rather than risk it out on the waves. This whole place brings back memories of the night I snuffed out the flame Aye, and the lighthouse keeper too.
Ah, il y en a un là
Had to
aussi.
be sure the ferryman
Voilà,
wouldn't come and
petite étagère.
part me from me loot. Now,
Ah, tu peux-
I'm not what you'd call knowledgeable about contraptions and whatnot. If I can borrow a body, I might be able to help.
Ouais, mais il est
See if you can't set me down on that headless heap of bones over there. Ah, new body at last.
c'est mieux, c'est pas
Not as handsome as me old one, but they say beggars can't be choosers. There! It's just like sailing a sloop. Ye never forget how. Now, let's see if we can't find some clue as to set this place ablaze once more. First, see if you can't light the brazier with that fancy flame of yours. Of course, lighting up the town is all well and good, but you'll need to point your flame out to sea if we're to call the ferry. Aye, that's the way. Though I think it looked better in the dark.
Ah, faut
Now,
viser
to
quelque
get the
part.
ferryman's attention. Moi je tourne et toi tu mets en hauteur. The lighthouse is good as new, and the mists are clearing. Let me try and get a better view. I see sails on the horizon. Well, there she be. The ferry of the damned. Though you'll find no welcome passage on her decks. Those hooded fellers are what you might call in charge around here. And they won't suffer the living to board her. The only way ye'll sail aboard that ship is to stow away. I wonder if their little secrets still be stowed about here. The key to me cabin, after all these years. The keeper took it when he ratted me out to the others and they set upon me. Me ship'll be a sight for sore sockets, sure enough. But this moldy old body won't last 5 minutes out there, so I'll need ye to be my transport once again. At least till we reach me ship. Take me to me ship with the red sails, and I'll see ye safely aboard that ferry.
Ah, le bateau au voile rouge. Ah, t'es ton crâne. Ah oui.
Red sails with crossed swords. That's how you find your ship. There she be. This next bit needs a fine touch. Set me down atop that there skeleton.
Ouais, je l'ai vu tout à l'heure, il a fait un peu de- Ah oui, les traces, ouais.
Another sack of bones for yours truly. You know what to do?
Oh, that's a grand old frog in poor Dougie's throat. After so long down in the dark, with not even an earthworm for company. Oh, you're new. Have you come seeking misery and abject woe? If so, you've come to the right skelly. Poor Dougie's been robbed and left for undead by a bunch of no-good mutineers. All because I had the nous to hide away a wee retirement fund. Well, next thing I know, poor Dougie's been stuffed in the soil and left to moulder. I've still got my key, but without the treasure map, it's no more than a monument to poor Dougie's despair. Some swabby or other will have taken it back to town, I shouldn't wonder. I'll happily share the spoils if you can find my treasure. But I won't hold out hope. There's precious little of it left in Sailor's Grave, and that's the truth. Now, don't mind me. I'll get back to listing all the mistakes I've ever made. I'll forget it with
Ah, faut trouver ce trésor. Pas trop non plus. Attendez que... Ah, donc faut trouver son trésor. Donc c'est peut-être pas next, c'est peut-être après encore. Donc on va aller voir au bateau rouge. Ici avec la tête de... Non, c'est ils ont dit avec les voiles rouges. Et là il y a un gars sans tête et il est dans ta tête, je pense. Ouais. Tu l'as jamais vu, ouais.
There's a secret nearby. I can smell it on the wind. There she be. Me golden hair. The fastest ship on the seas. By my reckoning, and no one ever dare tell me different. A piece of advice. Always have a secret way back to your own ship. To me cabin.
Ouais, bah des fois c'est pas bien équilibré, donc je pense que... Il y a un livre là, dans sa cabine.
Sorry, Captain.
We just got carried away. We didn't mean nothing by it.
I said we never should have mutinied.
Good to have you back, Cap.
Oui, mais c'est lui qui a la clé dans la bouche. Il a bien.
Sure, I used to be taller than this. This key will let you through the side door of me cabin. For here is where we be parting ways. There's a rowboat over yonder that'll carry ye onto the ferry. Quiet as a church mouse. But I wonder, do ye really know what's waiting for ye below her decks? Not all treasure is silver and gold. Me crew are free, and me conscience is clear. But I've still plenty of thinking to do. Perhaps one day, we'll meet again. Now take the key and be off with ye, before ye find yourself trapped here for good. Ye've made an old sea dog happy today. This key's the least I can do. Watch where ye step. The treasure what cursed me may still be lying about.
Et je me barre. C'était bizarre cette combinaison.
You, who have lingered in this forsaken place, who have learned the price of breaking the pirate code, you have suffered under the weight of chains forged by your own misdeeds. And now, your time is served. Though you shall not fully remember your time in this place, perhaps some remnant of understanding will accompany you when you step through my portal and return to the living world. Perhaps not. And we shall meet here again. For now, we must make sail, and quickly. For strange ships now patrol these endless waters, and ours is the longest voyage of all. Stop! The cursed flame you carry has no place within my well of fates. Do not attempt to meddle with power beyond your comprehension. Very secrets are laid bare. I cannot surrender the wheel, but I entreat you. Do not continue to trespass here, for you do not understand the truth of what you seek.
sarcophage pour un ouvert, un fermé. Là, on a deux sarcophages, je pense. Voilà. On va faire un troisième là-haut. Alors, de l'autre côté.
Come on, Dougie. Come to Jack and get the bone. Come to Jack and get the bone. Good boy. This bone's much nicer than those rusty old keys. Look, I'll try a bit.
I know what you're thinking. That dog is never going to move. Therefore, I propose a wager. Let us see if I can lure him over faster. Then you can take the keys from his mouth and let me out. The winner gets this delicious bone. Don't say much, do you? Very wise. When endeavouring an escape,
Silence is generally best.
however, as I've had no one but a recalcitrant mutt to talk to for far too long, I shall bow to my collegial nature and introduce myself. I'm Captain Jack Sparrow. Though, since you came here to rescue me, you probably knew that already. And you must have heard tell of my heroic journey to acquire this, the greatest pirate treasure of all. A golden key to other lands, an eternal freedom, plundered from the lair of a heartless squid and used to assist in the daring escape that led me to stand before you now.
Non, c'est la petite musique derrière.
Shiny, isn't it?
Ouais, mais même si elle est achetée pour le jeu, elle n'est pas achetée pour la rediffusion, c'est pas pareil.
You know, I haven't had so much as a crumb to eat since I got here.
Ouais, il vient de se faire battre.
Not completely sure where here is exactly, but it's sorely lacking in dinner options. I'm a shadow of my former self.
Ouais, mais il y a eu
Then
une
again,
conférence
the captain
sur
seems a
la-
dreary sort of
présenté,
fellow. Probably enjoys dried biscuits.
apparemment,
Wouldn't even tell me how I came to be aboard this sad little ship.
le gars, il est- Attends, c'est venu trop bien, là.
The last thing I remember was standing at the helm of the Pearl as we made our escape. Suddenly, there was a loud, booming,
Ah ouais,
cannonballing
j'ai pas peur,
sort of
putain, mais
noise.
viens, connard.
A cannonball, perhaps. The scenery's not very inspiring, but it's good to stretch me legs. Now, let's get off this shit before
Stay where you are!
that happens.
You, from the living world. Why have you interfered with my work?
Ah, le passeur, il avait...
Selfish actions of this Sparrow have brought catastrophe in his wake. Dire fortune that now threatens to consume the Sea of Thieves itself.
That's Captain Jack Sparrow, mate. And I think you may be overreacting just a smidge. I know the true worth of what I possess, and I intend to keep it quite safe. Now, I can see you're very busy and very grumpy, so we'll just be on our way.
Silence! You shall be returned to your cell. See the folly of your actions.
Allô, le dévolant.
Already the sands of time have trickled into oblivion and we are discovered. He has found us. They have our scent now. We cannot flee. Therefore, we must fight. To arms! Slaves of my domain, she will find herself well matched. Play your part, pirates! The cannons stand ready. Unleash the fury of the dead upon this interloper, that we might put an end to calamity before it begins.
I believe that means he'd like us to use the guns.
Jack Sparrow.
I'll not be surrendering today. this wreck go any faster?
Get me to board us! Defend the ship, or all is lost!
And what do you suggest I defend her with, mate? I forgot to bring the bone!
Oh, very well. Take my blade while I steady our course. A dead man's sword for a dead man's hand. Destroy them!
Là, il a fait le bruit pour appeler le pompier, normalement. Ouais, tambour, ça fait une longue de choc.
Why did you not heed my warning? Now Sparrow is lost, and our enemy has the treasure in his grasp to fulfill his dark ambitions and lay siege to the Sea of Thieves. Already his plans are in motion, deep beneath the waves. You have caused much harm this day. However, you fought bravely. I shall return you and your vessel to the land of the living, so that you may continue to fight. Fight to save all that you have endangered. Fail, and you shall bear witness as this world too falls under the shadow of Davy Jones.